American Idol singer Josh Sanders on The Voice lost his son. It's been 12 years since American Idol fans watched Josh Sanders audition for the show. He returned in 2015, but never made it past Hollywood Week. Still, he did well enough on his own. However, he took a hiatus when his son passed away. Now he's back on The Voice in season 25. What was wrong with his child? Josh Sanders has a sad story. Solace in music. So many people turn to music when they suffer emotional pain and trauma. Has there ever been a talent show without a competitor who finds solace in music? Well, the 35-year-old is a country singer through and through, and after a break from music, he's back at it wowing Reba McEntire. Fans of The Voice saw him perform during the premiere of season 25 on February 26. For his blind audition, Josh Sanders sang Nate Smith's Whiskey on You. Impressively, he got fast attention from Reba McEntire. He also got interest from Dan plus Shay. The pastor from Kannapolis, North Carolina, seemed split between Dan plus Shay and Reba, but ultimately, the dad of 5 kids went with Reba. His backstory for The Voice is a tragic one, though. What happened to young son Leland? Medu reported that the loving father and his family were devastated by the loss of Leland. Born in May 2020, the child was only 23 weeks along. Unfortunately, the fragile baby couldn't cope and passed away, leaving the family devastated. The Voice didn't dwell on the tragedy. Instead, Josh told them he sings a lot in church and made his choice for Reba with apologies to Dan plus Shay. In the comments of the video on YouTube, opinions echoed those of commenters on his golden ticket audition for American Idol. 2015. They just love Josh Sanders' confident style. When this contestant sang Whiskey on You by Nate Smith during his first blind audition of The Voice last night, wow, I thought he did such a great and amazing job. I like that southern rock voice he had, especially when he hit those high notes. I had to put him on my team app, and I'm glad Reba turned her chair around. He was awesome. Josh has that down-home country tone country music lovers will easily gravitate towards. He displayed a lot of confidence while performing, so singing in front of an audience comes second nature to him. He has a pleasing tone with a great range. He chose a great song. Loved this. I think he should have turned more chairs, honestly. I think he'll be in the finale. What did you think of Josh Sanders' blind audition? Were you happy that Reba McEntire turned her chair? You think that he might make it through to the finals? Can you relate to the loss of a premature child? Shout out in the comments below, and come back here for all your The Voice news. Josh Sanders' story is one of both triumph and tragedy. Rising to fame as a contestant on American Idol, Sanders' powerful voice and emotive performances won the hearts of many. He was a singer with a vision, chasing a dream. But beyond his musical journey lay a personal story marked by deep heartache, the devastating loss of his young son. It's a narrative that reminds us how intertwined the paths of personal growth, ambition, and grief can be, and how even the brightest stars can carry the heaviest burdens. A star on the rise, Josh Sanders first came into the national spotlight through American Idol, where his raw talent and authentic performances set him apart. His appearance on the show wasn't just about showcasing his voice, but was a testament to his resilience, dedication, and passion for music. Like many contestants, Sanders had faced obstacles and setbacks on his way to American Idol. However, his determination to succeed, his voice rich with emotion and experience, resonated deeply with the audience. While American Idol didn't crown him as the winner, it did launch his career, providing a platform for Sanders to connect with people beyond the reach of a small-town stage. Fans connected not only with his talent, but also with his humility and sincerity, qualities that would come to define his persona in the face of later adversity. The transition to The Voice following his stint on American Idol, Sanders' journey continued on The Voice. The show's format allowed for a more intimate connection between artists and their coaches, providing Sanders with a fresh opportunity to showcase his vocal abilities in a different light. On The Voice, viewers saw a different side of him, one that was shaped not only by his musical journey, but by the personal losses that were starting to weigh heavily on him. He had dreams of breaking into the music industry in a big way, and The Voice seemed like the perfect chance to do just that. By competing on 2 of America's largest talent platforms, Sanders was proving his commitment to his art and his willingness to put himself out there, again and again, despite the personal challenges he was enduring behind the scenes. A devastating loss. The life of a musician is often romanticized: spotlights, applause, the thrill of performing, but beneath the surface, there can be profound personal struggles. For Sanders, one of the most tragic blows came in the loss of his young son. The pain of losing a child is indescribable, a grief that reshapes a parent's entire world. For Sanders, that world included his music, which now carried the weight of his sorrow. His son had been a source of light in Sanders' life, a reason to keep pushing forward through the long days and hard work that a career in music demands. When that light was extinguished, Sanders was faced with the overwhelming task of trying to reconcile his passion for singing with the immense grief that threatened to consume him. Music had always been an outlet for his emotions, but now it was also a reminder of his loss, a constant interplay between the joy of creation and the sadness of his reality. The experience of losing his son became a pivotal moment in Sanders' life, one that not only tested his resilience, but also deepened the emotional well from which he drew his music. As a performer, Sanders had always been able to connect with his audience on a personal level, but now his music took on a new dimension. It wasn't just about hitting the right notes or choosing the perfect song, it was about expressing the grief, love, and longing that had become part of his very being. The healing power of music for many artists. Music is a form of therapy, a way to process the events of life that are too difficult to articulate in words. For Sanders, this was undoubtedly the case after the loss of his son. His performances on The Voice and beyond became more than just a showcase of his talent. They were a reflection of his healing journey, a way for him to channel his grief into something beautiful and meaningful. While many who have experienced loss might have retreated from the public eye, Sanders chose to continue sharing his gift with the world. This decision wasn't just about career aspirations, it was about survival. Music became his lifeline, a way to keep his son's memory alive while also providing solace to others who might be going through their own struggles. In interviews, Sanders has spoken candidly about the healing power of music and how it has helped him navigate the darkest moments of his life. He has described how certain songs became anthems of hope, while others allowed him to confront the depths of his pain. His openness about his loss and how it has shaped his artistry has resonated with many, particularly those who have experienced similar tragedies. In a world that often shies away from discussing grief, Sanders' willingness to share his journey has been a source of comfort and inspiration to countless fans. A legacy of love and resilience. The tragedy of losing a child is something that no parent should have to endure. For Sanders, the loss of his son was a defining moment in his life, but it did not define him entirely. Instead, it became part of a broader narrative of love, resilience, and the power of music to heal even the deepest wounds. Through his appearances on The Voice, Sanders continued to push forward, showing that even in the face of unimaginable loss, it is possible to find a way to keep going. His music, filled with both sorrow and hope, became a testament to the strength of the human spirit. It was clear that Sanders was no longer just singing for himself or his career. He was singing for his son, for his family, and for everyone who had ever experienced the pain of loss. While Sanders' time on The Voice may not have ended with a victory, his journey was about far more than winning a competition. It was about using his platform to share his story, to remind people of the healing power of music, and to demonstrate that even in the darkest times, there is still light.